Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Newcastle Chamber of Commerce Diamond Awards.
Mark, pick up the pace. We've got to host the Diamond Awards in 25 minutes.
Don't rush me, Karen. I'm working on a par here.
Since when has this been a par 10? Good enough. Let's get to the cart.
Let's go.
Mark, stop. We're going to be too late. We're not going to make it.
You might be right.
Come on, I got an idea. All right, grab my hand. Well, Mark, are you ready for this?
Karen, I've been ready all year.
We've got this. Hello!
Newcastle!
Oh, this is not going to work. We need a change of scenery. Much better.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And welcome to the Reimagined 2020 Newcastle Chamber of Commerce Diamond Awards. I'm Mark Hutchison, Chamber Vice President.
And I'm Karen Frost Blakely, Chamber President. And you know what, Mark? There's no place like Newcastle.
You're not kidding.
And what a year it's been. Who would have thought back in March we would be craving hugs more than caffeine? But thanks to everybody, we've pulled together and here we are. And I'd like to thank our other board members as well. We have Amy George, Norma McKenney, Verity Swearigan, and Claire Velick.
We'd also like to thank the dedicated men and women of Bellevue Fire who keep us safe year-round.
And I'd like to give a very special thanks as well to Chief Hauk and our terrific Newcastle Police Department, as well as the essential workers in our health community here in Newcastle who have helped to keep us safe and healthy during these challenging times. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you. What a show we have for you tonight. We'll meet our 7 Diamond Award winners.
That's right, Mark, as well as enjoy the talents of some of Risdon Middle School's musicians. And we have a special guest, fresh from America's Got Talent, Benicio Bryant.
First, a message from Newcastle Mayor Linda Newing.
Thank you, Karen and Mark, for hosting the Diamond Awards again this year. Mark, you're not a bad golfer, and you both look great in your formal wear. Thank you to the Chamber, all our local businesses, and our residents for supporting those businesses. It's been a challenging year, but we'll get through it together. See you later in the show.
Thank you, Mayor Newing, for that wonderful welcome. And now I'm excited to present the musical talents of Risdon Middle School.
Take it away, kids.
Hello, Newcastle. This is Mr. Ragona speaking. I'm the director of Risdon Jazz Band at Risdon Middle School. And we're here to present, I think, a very unique performance for you all today. These students really had to go out of their way to not only record themselves, which is already a pretty vulnerable thing, but they also had to record their faces as well to make this happen. It's not going to be quite the same as a live performance. It's going to be more of a compilation video showing off not only the dedication that these students are still putting in, but also to show how important music still is in life in general. Live music is so rich and so wonderful. It is a shame to not try and have some sort of live music in our time. And this is about as close as we could get.
was really terrific, wasn't it, Mark?
It was.
You know, the Diamond Awards really represents the very best of Newcastle.
They do, Karen, from our amazing businesses to all the individuals whose volunteer work make Newcastle such a great place to live.
So let's get started with the first award of today. Take it away, Tony.
Thanks, Mark and Karen, and welcome to the Woolly Toad, one of my favorite rooms. No, my favorite room at the golf club at Newcastle. I could spend all day here, although maybe people might get annoyed. Anyway, we've got 2 finalists in every category. Our finalists in the Business Awards category are from Aegis, Alicia, and Elda from Tapatio. Welcome to Newcastle City Hall. Newcastle is the proud sponsor of the Business Award. Let's go inside and hear from City Manager Rob Wyman.
Hello, Diamond Award attendees. I am Newcastle City Manager Rob Wyman, coming to you from my office here at socially distanced City Hall. It is a great honor for me tonight to present the city's sponsorship of the Business Award. Did you know, in a recent community survey, that over 92% of Newcastle residents rated Newcastle as a satisfactory or very satisfactory place to live? And I know we have great parks and trails and wonderful community events, but I honestly feel that what makes a great community and what makes Newcastle special to our residents are our local businesses. Back in March, the city's partnerships that we formed with our local businesses are setting up Newcastle to Go, a system whereby all of you could have an easy access point to place your orders for local restaurants and pick them up in a safe manner. You have stepped up to the challenge, and not only have all of our businesses and local restaurants survived through this pandemic, several of them are thriving. We've actually opened up several new restaurants after the pandemic started who are still doing well, all of that because of Newcastle residents and all of the work that you've done. I am also extremely proud for the work that the city's done in partnership with the Chamber to help award over $70,000 so far to several, over 20 in fact, of our local businesses. We are currently working on another round of sponsorships that we hope to have at least at that amount to award to additional businesses in the community. I could go on and on and on about all the great things about our wonderful businesses, but from my perspective as the city manager of the city, watching the growth over the years of all of our new businesses come in, I could not truly be more honored to present this award tonight. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, it gives me great pleasure to welcome Alicia Campolito. We have worked together a little bit on Newcastle Cares.
We have.
And you've done such a wonderful job with that. Thank you.
In the line of work that we have, that we hold as an assisted living memory care community, we are here to serve. Service is our number one priority. And so, of course, you know, being open, transparent, welcoming, embracing those is exactly what we do on a daily basis. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. It is a calling for me, but as far as the culture is concerned at Aegis, that's what we're driven to do. We are here to serve, absolutely. Yeah, that's what gets you through the day. It's the moments. It's not necessarily the agenda for the day, but it's absolutely those moments that allow us to move through it, especially now. But just throughout their entire journey, through their aging process, that's what we're focusing on.
Happy to introduce another candidate, nominee for the Business Award right here at Tapatio. Welcome to Elda.
We pride ourselves in food safety first. We want to make sure people are safe. We're very friendly, customer service, quality ingredients. We're always looking for the new market trends as far as organic, vegan. We're very allergy friendly, so we offer gluten-free, paleo, all those things. We're adapting our menu to that. We're extremely blessed to be a part of this community. We're a family with a huge restaurant community, we know, and this restaurant is, you know, the ones that are doing the best because our customers really want to support us through it. They've been amazing with our employees. They always want to know how we're doing. We get phone calls, we get emails, we get flowers. And you know, we are very blessed because I don't think any other community that's in this area that behaves like this. I mean, we just feel very loved. You know, our customers just love us, and sometimes they come 3-4 times a week. We love them for it.
Thank you, Tony. And here we go.
The winner of the 2020 Business Award is Aegis Gardens.
Congratulations.
What a great community partner.
We would like to thank all of the Newcastle residents for supporting our businesses every year, but especially this year. We're all in this together.
Yes, we are. And now, our next award.
Our Customer Service Award is presented by B&E Meats. Our nominees from the City of Newcastle, Christina Corrales-Toy, and from the Newcastle branch of BECU, Manny Marinas. Welcome to B&E Meats and Seafood, sponsor of our Customer Service Award. Let's go inside and meet the owner, Jeff Green.
Hi y'all, my name is Jeff Green. I'm the owner of B&E Meats and Seafood, and we love Newcastle. We've been in Newcastle now for almost 8 years. Just can't thank you enough for the support you've shown us. Y'all love our great steaks, our great seafood, and most of all, everyone loves our salmon candy. So come on in and get some. This year we are so happy to be the sponsor of the Newcastle Diamond Awards Customer Service Award. And we love customer service here. We believe in it. We love interacting with you. We can't wait to get these masks off to be able to smile at each other again. But when you come in, we're gonna make eye contact, give you some kind words, fill your belly with great foods, and make you feel good about being here. Congratulations to this year's winner from B&E Meats and Seafood.
It's a great pleasure to introduce a friend and in a big way a co-worker, the Community Engagement Coordinator, Christina Corrales-Toy.
Yeah, so I am the Community Engagement Coordinator for the City of Newcastle. So what that means is I handle all of our communications, social media, our website, our email newsletter, but then I also do our summer events. So planning for the 4th of July, the concerts. I feel like with the whole COVID situation, we're learning stuff every day. And so, you know, once we're on the other side of this thing, we'll have a whole bunch of new skills that we've learned. We'll have adapted to working from a different environment. This year was a little bit different. So we did things like we gave out rock painting kits and fun stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun job. There's something new every day, but I love it.
Okay, our next guest is Manny Marinas, who is from BCU, the member consultant lead. Welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. So BECU is a not-for-profit. We like to think of ourselves as people helping people. Tend to shy away from asking questions. Maybe they just don't know the right questions to ask. That's why we excel in customer service, to dig deep and get those questions out of them. We're here to help people, and whether that's answering simple questions or even complex questions, we're happy to be here and helping people, and we're happy to be in the neighborhood.
And the winner of the 2020 Diamond Awards for Customer Service, Christina Corrales-Toy. Congratulations.
Okay, now it's time for a real treat. This 16-year-old singer-songwriter was a finalist on America's Got Talent.
And he just signed with Arista Records, Benicio Bryant.
Tears in the horizon, I'll never let you down. But why do you keep fighting? I told you I would let you down, but we make up, we break up. I don't wanna wake up. Why can't we figure this out for the sake of it? Oh, I'm so tired of it. But you are close enough to keep me breathing, holding on to me. I love the feeling. I know we could think this over, we could take it slower. But you are close enough to keep me breathing, and I love the feeling. I wanted someone I could turn to. You made me feel like I could learn to. Hold you in my arms like I earned you. You know that I'll never hurt you. And I know it's different, but we can make it. So don't you ever try to stop, don't you ever fake it, yeah. And I know it's hard, but we can't escape it. This feeling doesn't go away, we have to embrace it. Oh, but you are close enough to keep me breathing. Holding on to me, I love the feeling. And I know we could think this over, we could take it slower. But you are close enough to keep me breathing. And I love the feeling. Ooh, oh, hey.
Well, I got to say, I've had the pleasure of interviewing some very big stars in my career, but none bigger than Benicio Bryant, who's sitting right next to me at the golf club in Newcastle. Benny, thank you for performing for us. And here's my first question. I've wondered about this. You remember the first time you sang in front of people who weren't members of your family?
I really think I was probably about 7 or 8, and I really, that was kind of the first moment in my life where I was like, man, just watching, the audience reaction and just kind of being like, well, man, I want to do this, and ever since then, I've always been singing since I was like 2, but that was the moment where I was like, man, I want to do this,
At what point did you feel like I might be able to do this professionally, or maybe you still haven't thought about that?
Doing it more and just kind of performing in front of people more often and just, really loving it and just, I've been doing it forever, and it's honestly, I live and breathe singing and playing music, anything. Like I live it.
When did you first realize that you had a shot at going beyond where you were?
Oh my gosh, I think the most surreal part was just kind of, being on that stage, because I'd only performed, in front of like people at it would be a coffee shop or a little kind of venue thing, and then stepping on that stage knowing that there's probably going to be, I don't know, millions of people watching this, and the judges are there, and then there's an audience, and then I'm nervous and I'm like trying to figure all this stuff out. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually happening, like I think I was not really like paying attention to reality. Is flying there, and we got there in LA, and then I stepped on stage. I was like, okay, well, here we go. It's crazy.
Oh man, let me wrap it up with this. You've been here. You've been gracious to be with us for a good part of this day today. What's next, or what do you hope for? What do you dream about coming next?
I'll be releasing some stuff soon, and I'm just excited, and I'm been super grateful to have friends and family that are with me on the way, and it's just like they're with me every step of the way, and it's like, well, here we go,
Benny, it's been a pleasure knowing you, meeting you, and
oh my gosh, thank you.
We're gonna follow that career.
Wow, what an amazing young talent.
Thank you, Benny. And now for our next award.
All right, we're on a roll now. Next up, the Dennis Yarnell Award, given annually to that person, that individual who inspires and motivates others in the community. Dennis Yarnell Award is presented by the law offices of Beth McDaniel. Our 2 nominees are Patty Majors and Ed Flash. I think it's so important and so cool when we have sponsors who come back year after year, and the law offices of Beth McDaniel is one of those sponsors. Beth, thank you and welcome.
Well, thank you, Tony. As you said, my firm is the law office of Beth A. McDaniel, and I've been incorporated in 2002. Our main office is in Renton and also in Bellevue, and we assist families and elders on topics such as estate planning, probate, guardianship, elder law, special needs, and long-term care planning. I am a resident of Newcastle. I've been a resident for 16 years, and it's been a privilege to be part of the Chamber. And I think one of the things that makes Newcastle special is the Diamond Awards. and certainly enjoy going every year. My daughter, who's now 12, has been my guest forever and ever, and she loves the event. But it's really wonderful to be part of an event that highlights the special people in Newcastle. And certainly that's been my experience. And so I'm proud to recognize Dennis Yarnell, who was a long-time resident who tragically we lost too soon, but really had an impact on the community, and to keep his memory alive and to recognize other people who contribute to our community in a similar manner.
Suddenly the sun is coming out, the weather is beautiful. We have a lot of beautiful people in Newcastle, and Patty Majors is one of them. Welcome, Patty.
Thanks, Tony. Very glad to be here. Well, Tom and I, my husband and I, moved here to Newcastle in 2003, and so have really enjoyed the opportunity of living in a small community. And I was working full time at that point, and have since retired, so to speak, and have really just leaned into who we are as a city and the opportunity to engage. Well, I think just like most, who are involved with any organization or with the city, we just had to evolve. And with COVID, really having to rethink the summer activities and making some hard choices, really that whole premise of bringing people together, we just weren't able to do. And so trying to find ways where we could have fun activities, we had the rock painting this summer and virtual race this fall, and just trying to find ways to bring people together. I mean, the sad aspect of it, I guess, is that we haven't had a chance to interact with as many of our wonderful volunteers that we have had in past years, particularly with Newcastle Days and our summer events. And so now we're starting to think about navigating through the next couple of months, and then get serious about conversations of what can be next.
As the sun comes out in the beautiful north this morning, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Ed Flash, whom I've known for a few years and does such a great job in the arts community. Ed, welcome.
Thank you, Tony. So I grew up in the area on Mercer Island, and I've lived in Newcastle for 14 years now. So I'm a proud Newcastle resident, and I love this community. It's a great place to live. I'm extremely proud of the progress that we've made so far. The community is just ripe for exposing and promoting the arts. We have a long ways to go. I grew up in a very artistic family. My father was an artist, and we had paintings and artwork in our house, floor to ceiling. We attended performances. We went to art galleries and museums. So have tons of exposure to the arts growing up. And I'd love to be able to bring that further to the city of Newcastle. And again, I think just this community is welcome to it and just embracing as much arts as they can possibly take. Well, we'd love to continue to do what we're doing and promoting the arts and making it as accessible as possible. Our vision for the organization is making the arts come alive in Newcastle. And we'd love to take that vision as far as we can take it in terms of continuing to promote the arts and art activities here in Newcastle. Arts and Cultural Center would be a long-term goal for the community.
And the winner of the 2020 Dennis Yarnell Award is?
Ed Flash. Congratulations.
Way to go, Ed. And now, our next award.
Time now for the Education Award, presented this year by BECU. Our two nominees, Kristen Thomas and Rory Magana. Now I've got the pleasure of introducing from the Newcastle branch of BECU, Kylie Jo Hollingsworth. Welcome.
Yeah, so my name's Kylie Hollingsworth. I manage the Newcastle location. BECU, of course, right? I'm born and raised in Washington. Actually live right on the Cedar River. BECU in general, we're all about financial education. Being a local non-for-profit, we're passionate about men and women in our specific communities doing the same. So we're honored to recognize those individuals.
Okay, time to say hello to another of our nominees for the Education Award, Kristen Thomas, first and second grade teacher at Newcastle Elementary.
Well, this is my 30th year, and so it's more than just in the blood. I love it. It has been so hard. I should get the award for learning technology the fastest because it just wasn't something I did a whole lot of. Now I can teach off 3 computer screens at the same time. And I so appreciate the parents' help. They are my co-teachers as we do this because we have kids that are just learning to read and kids that are already on their way. So yeah, finding a balance for that, and I think even more important is just building that relationship with the kids, having my past kids come back and visit or getting notes from them. Once you're a Mrs. Thomas kid, you always are. And so I will see them at the grocery store. I will see them. I know some work here at the Y. So it's pretty fun to follow them and see what their life takes on. Well, first grade is the life we live, says my husband, and he will tease me often that anywhere we go, I can find something to incorporate into a lesson to do with the kids.
And his ABCs are up?
His ABCs are great.
Okay, I got to tell you something about myself. I never wrestled in high school, though my wrestling coach tried to get me to do it. It wasn't because I was afraid. And the reason I brought that up is I've got the wrestling coach from Hazen right here, Rory McGanna. Could I have wrestled in high school? No, I'm kidding. That's not the interview.
My family was really big. They were huge in my life as far as never holding me back and allowing me to kind of pursue whatever I wanted to pursue. And I just think it was something that was instilled in me from a young age. And to be honest, I've never been the type of person to back down from a challenge. And when I got in the sport of wrestling, the thing that kind of kept me around was I got beaten pretty bad, especially my first year. And just seeing that and feeling that and realizing that, you know, anyone can do it, realizing that it's not necessarily always about skill. Sometimes it's just about tenacity and getting back up and, you know, pursuing it. The biggest challenge is probably taking kids out of their comfort zone and really getting them used to being comfortable with discomfort, if that makes sense. And so, you know, a lot of people come into our sport and the first time they go into the practice room, it's trial by fire, and they come out of it and it's really hard sometimes to make them believe that they can do it. And so really our job is making kids believe in themselves. It's not just about the sport of wrestling, but, you know, empowering them. And, you know, I think it makes me feel like I'm doing something for someone outside of myself if I'm being recognized. So I really appreciate that.
And the winner of the 2020 Diamond Awards in Education is
Rory McGanna. Congratulations.
And now let's hear more from Benicio.
Yes.
I was so lost I couldn't find you. You brought me down. I reached my hand, never grabbed it. I hit the ground. Ooh, the pain is hurting. Always searching, wonder where you are. And now I realize you're the one side I never needed you in my heart. I didn't get you, so I'm sorry. You probably don't wanna know where are we. You hurting me up if you didn't want me, baby, want me, baby. I didn't get you, so I'm sorry. You wanted a war, how about an army? You hurting me up if you didn't want me, baby, want me, baby. No, yeah, whoa, whoa, no, no, yeah, whoa, whoa, no. I was so lost I couldn't find you. You brought me down. You never wanted me there with you. I was alone. Now the pain is hurting. Always searching. Wonder where you are. Ooh, now I realize that you're the one side I never needed you in my heart. I'm sorry. What happened? I wanna know, where are we? You holding me up, you didn't want me, baby, want me, baby. I didn't get you, I'm sorry. You wanted a war, how about an army? You holding me up, you didn't want me, baby, want me, baby. No, yeah, no, no. Whoa, yeah, oh, no, no, yeah, whoa, no, no, yeah, no, no.
Wow, he is such a great talent.
Now let's catch up with Tony for our next Diamond Award.
Our next award is the Jim Price Award, sponsored by Puget Sound Energy. Our nominees, Carol Simpson and Eva Lundell. It's me great pleasure to introduce an old friend of mine, Vice President of Customer Operations, Mr. Andy Wappler.
Well, thank you, Tony. You know, in my old line of work as a meteorologist, I stood in front of maps that weren't there and talked about cities I didn't visit. And what I love about what I get to do at Puget Sound Energy is being out in the community. I've had a chance to speak to the Newcastle Chamber a couple times. It's great to get to meet people. And as a company that serves really all of Western Washington homes and businesses, we know how important chambers are and the people in them, because it's really what they do that keeps our communities alive and really makes our communities special. Well, people always want to know, hey, what can I do to save a little energy? And we certainly understand that they want to control their bill, particularly small business owners. And it's great. We have a lot of tools for people to use energy wisely. And then people, of course, they're always concerned about the weather. If I ever thought I was getting away from the weather, I went into the wrong business. So they want to know about storms and how to prepare for storms. So those two things, controlling the bill and getting ready for the weather we all know is coming. You know, it surprises me, there really are a lot of similarities, because in both the weather and in the utilities and in energy, there are a lot of technology, a lot of buzzwords, a lot of jargon and things, and some people are interested in those, but most people in both are interested in how is that going to affect me. So with the weather, they wanted to know, is it going to snow for my commute tomorrow? Is it going to be nice for the weekend? And in energy, they want to make sure that the power is going to be there. They're interested in things like renewable energy and green power, but then they're wondering, what's that going to mean for my bill? So really, in both cases, it's kind of translating things that are technical and sort of out there into, wait, what does it mean for me? What does it mean for my neighborhood? And a surprise Wappler fact you didn't know, before my dad got into meteorology, he worked for the electric company in Chicago. So the apple does not fall super far from the tree twice. Partly cloudy with a chance of inaccuracy today, which is what you've known you've always gotten from the Wappler family. My prediction, though, is for everybody, get ready. It is a La Nina winter. It could be kind of stormy, and Puget Sound Energy wants you and your family and your business to be ready for that weather to come.
Carol, you brought the lovely weather. Thank you for that.
You're so welcome, Tony. Golly gee. After giving it, that I get to still come back up here and see the view. That the city still retains a lot of its charm and natural area that it had when I first came here, that we preserved that. And that's a new answer, isn't it? Since we're doing a do-over, to be really clear. So thanks for the question. Sure, you have to just keep going. Just because it's 436152, you have to keep going. And you have to abide by the decision that was made and say, yes, that's our decision, and I have to abide by that, and I have to go forward. And you have to have people that are willing to do that. It's not cool to have council members still fighting against the 6-1 vote or the 4-3 vote. You got to abide by that and go forward and look to the next. And it's an evolution. Some things come back, so it can be fixed, and you have to be thinking, yes, I can make it better next time. The foundation is public safety, and I'm really proud that we've added 3 police officers in my tenure on council, and that's a great start. We need to grow our police force, and that's really important, and that is the hardest challenge. And then the other is the city has grown, and the staff and the way they do their job, they're acting much more like a real town. And I want to see that going forward. And the next step is measurable results. How are they performing? And the way to measure is to have citizen feedback. And they did that this past year with the first citizen survey. They need to do that every year to get the feedback, not only for staff, but for council
and the community. So the community knows, not just how do I feel, but what do the rest of the community feel about how is the city performing, what's working, what's not, what do we need to fix? And there was definite feedback from that survey to the city, and the council needs to look at that when they get together and start budgeting this month.
Well, I came out into the woods near the trails to introduce our next nominee, who has written 2 books, one about the trails and one about the Newcastle history of coal mining. Ava Lundahl.
I moved to the Newcastle area 23 years ago from my native country of Denmark, and I very quickly acquired a couple of dogs, like so many other people here. So with the dogs, I started exploring the trails, and I quickly found out that all the trails in Newcastle are connected, and I was very impressed with that, and I just loved being out in nature every day with my dogs. And was wondering over the years, why haven't anybody written a book about the trails? So I got in touch with the Newcastle Trails, our wonderful nonprofit here in Newcastle, and pitched the idea to them, and they loved it. It took me about a year. I work as a researcher and a professor, so I was very adamant that the book was well researched and that I based it on facts and not fiction and my own ideas about what I saw on the trails. So a lot of research went into it. When I was writing my trails book, I came across various historical sites and I became interested in the history of Newcastle and the surrounding area. So I got in touch with Mike Intelkoffer, the collections manager at the Newcastle Historical Society, and he just opened a whole new world to me. And I had no idea that there used to be so much coal mining going on here at Newcastle. So I just became very interested in it, and I thought, maybe that should be my next project. So before I go, I just want to encourage everybody who lives in Newcastle to get out and enjoy nature and enjoy our beautiful trails. We're so fortunate here to have Cougar Mountain in our backyards and all the trails in the city of Newcastle that connect. So please go out, enjoy the trails, and be a good steward of nature. If you see any trash, pick it up, and we have trash cans close by. So enjoy.
And the winner of the 2020 Jim Price Diamond Award is
Carol Simpson. Congratulations. Up next, the Youth Award.
Back to Tony.
Next up is our Youth Award, and our 2 candidates, our 2 nominees are Aaliyah Davison and Carlos Michael. We're at the Coal Creek Family YMCA, sponsors of the Youth Award. Let's go inside and hear from Executive Director Andy Sharp.
Welcome to the Coal Creek Family YMCA. My name is Andy Sharp, and I'm the Executive Director here at the YMCA, and we are so excited to be sponsoring the Youth Award this year for the Newcastle Chamber of Commerce Diamond Awards. And we're so excited to be opened as well. We opened back in mid-August with limited capacity and a few services, but we have members coming in each and every day who are telling us they're feeling safe, happy, and healthy to be back in their local YMCA. We're also excited to be able to continue some of our community work, partnering with the City of Newcastle and Aegis Senior Living to offer Thanksgiving meal baskets to families in this area. And we're continuing to do our youth development work by helping 25 kids each day from the Bellevue and Issaquah School District who are here in our facility doing online learning with trained staff that are helping them be successful in this crazy times that we're all experiencing. So thank you again to the Newcastle Chamber of Commerce. We're so excited to be sponsoring this award, and we hope to see you at the YMCA soon.
Well, what a fun day it's been so far, and now it gives me great pleasure to introduce one of the candidates for our Youth Award, Aaliyah Davison.
I am a current Bellevue College student, and I work as a gymnastics teacher, teaching ages like 2 to 12-year-olds. Well, the first thing we need to teach them is how to jump, because at first they don't really know how to leave the ground, and so they're just standing there bouncing their knees. So first thing, get off the ground. I have some patience, but I have acquired the skill to lengthen that patience and fake it for as long as possible, just to make sure everyone thinks I have plenty of patience. To be honest, I'd have to credit my parents because they were the one who decided to teach me these things, but I would have to credit myself because I decided to listen. So it's kind of a mutual put together.
Due to a scheduling conflict, we do not have an interview with youth candidate Carlos Michael.
And the winner of the 2020 Diamond Awards in the youth category is
Aaliyah and Carlos.
Congratulations.
Nice job, kids.
That was so much fun meeting the nominees for the Youth Award.
There's hope for our future.
And now, speaking of youth, let's hear from Benicio Bryant once again.
Go Benny!
Now here you go again, you said you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel, and listen carefully to the sound of the loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad, in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, oh, and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you when they're playing. Oh, you stay with me, they will come and they will go. And when the rewash is clear, you know, you'll know. Well, here I go again, I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad, in the stillness of remembering of what you had and what you lost and what you had, oh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining, and players only love you when they're playing. Oh, you stay with me, they will come and they will go. And when the rain washes you clean, you know, you'll know. Oh, you'll know. You'll know.
Thanks, Benny. Terrific job. You know, a big part of Newcastle is its history and thus the Historical Society. And a big part of Newcastle history is the coal mines. Coal Creek Parkway, that's where the name comes from. But it's been years since the brave miners went down into those dark holes to dig for coal. Or has it?
I've been working on the railroad all the live long day.
Pardon me, sir. Sorry to interrupt. KNEW News, Newcastle News 24/7. Can I ask what you're doing?
I've been coal mining in Newcastle for decades. I ain't never seen it this bad.
Sir, I hate to say this to you, but you're nowhere near the Newcastle coal mines or even where the coal mines used to be.
Sonny, I know that. I got tired of being down there in the dark. I couldn't find nothing anyway. Thought I'd come up here. Seems like a right nice place.
Well, yes, I hate to share this, though. The last Newcastle coal mine closed in 1960.
Well, that explains it.
Explains what?
Explains why I haven't been paid in years.
Oh, sir. Let me ask, how old are you?
I'll be 115 in December.
Is that right? You look great.
Oh, thank you.
What is your secret?
I don't eat any fast food.
Like what?
You know, fast food like squirrels and chipmunks. Can't catch them anyway. Too fast.
Let me help you out. Have you tried digging over in this direction? You're right over here, sir. Take this direction. Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
That's the most colorful coal I don't ever see.
Sir, I'm sorry to tell you, though, this is not coal. It's part of the Newcastle Rock painting project.
Oh, I see. What a great idea. This Newcastle sounds like a great place to live and raise a family.
Oh, it is. It is. We just love it here in Newcastle.
I'll bet you do. If only I could find myself a new job.
Sir, is that your phone ringing?
Hold this, Sonny.
I got you.
Hold this, Sonny.
Yes, sir. That is
okay.
Quite a phone, sir.
Well, you get your 5G, I get my half G. Which is fine. Hello? Yeah. All right. I got myself a job. I'm going to be being a porter on a train from Issaquah to Chicago.
My goodness, sir. Well, I got to tell you, I think that line ended back in the 1960s.
That explains why I haven't heard from my relatives in years.
Wow, I had no idea someone was still working the mines, or the flower beds in this case.
No one did, Mark, no one did. And now for our final award, the Mayor's Award. Back to Tony.
The Mayor's Award is sponsored by Home Street Bank. We'll send it over to City Hall and Mayor Linda Newing right after this message.
Everywhere you look these days, there are fresh ideas and creativity sprouting up. Communities are adapting and transforming. It's quite inspiring to see. Yes, this new normal is all about change, and we've changed too. But our commitment to our customers and neighbors, that hasn't wavered. We remain focused in helping you navigate and even thrive in these times through personal banking, home lending, and business banking. It's what we've done for almost 100 years, and nothing will change that.
The winner of the 2020 Mayor's Award is Dave Franklin, owner of Newcastle Fruit and Produce. Congratulations, Dave.
Well, in 28 years I've been here, without giving away my age, I've probably been here just under half of my life on this corner here. We started in 92, never knew how far it was going to go. We started with one little tent here, and we've watched the community grow as we kind of grew here. And yeah, a lot of customers here we've known for 28 years. We watched their kids grow up. It's a great community to be in. We love it here. We've been doing this nursery now for, 15 years now, and I think the day I started selling plants here, I didn't know the difference between a lilac and a lily, and now it's grown so much. I mean, we're small, but we've got everything in the nursery that the big ones have, and aside from the produce, I've been doing that for 35 years. It goes all the way back to our days at the Pike Place Market, and yeah, it's every day is a learning experience here. But yeah, we've got a pretty good crew here that really knows what they're working with, and yeah, we do boot castle here. We did that last year. It was a great event here. During the Halloween, had probably 300 to 400 visitors here. Every year now it's been maybe 6 years. We've been doing the tree lighting event. That's a big thing here. We just love giving back to the community. It's a great support here, and love giving back. Winning the Mayor's Award is a great honor. It's a reflection of not only the community here, but the great crew we've got here. A lot of these people have been with me for a long time here, and it's a great honor. I'm proud. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of the 2020 Diamond Awards finalists and winners. And thank you also to our wonderful sponsors.
Hey Karen, it's still light out. You know what that means. No time to waste. You know what to do.
All right, Mark, one more time.
Yeah.
Nice job, Mark.
Well, you'll find something here. I just know it.
So you say you love Newcastle. What else do they got in Newcastle?
I'll tell you, we've got a beautiful golf course, not far from here.
That almost hit me.
It's probably Mark. You know, he hits a few. Sometimes they go where they want, sometimes they don't.
And we're done.
Hey, thanks for joining us. And congratulations to all of the 2020 Diamond Award nominees and finalists and winners. And as well, blah, 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 I'm too cold. Try again.
What a show we have for you tonight. We'll meet our 7 Diamond Award, one more time. We'll meet our 7 Diamond Award winners. 7 Diamond Award nominee winners. We have winners, don't we?
We got winners.
Okay, here we go.
We got winners.
Okay.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Sorry, okay. And next, for our next award, blah, 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 sorry.
Yeah, that was great though.
Okay, all right. Okay,
yeah.
all right.
Time now for the Education Award, presented each year, or this year. Take 2. 3. Next up, the Education Award, presented to individuals who work in education. Take 3. Okay, here we go. Our 2 nominees are from City of Newcastle. Where are we? Take 73.
Okay, one more, just slow down the pace just a little.
Oh, I like to go fast though. I also like to question the producer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Don't rush me, Karen. I'm working on a par here.
Since when has this been a par 10? Par 10. Been a par 10. Par 10.
Sorry. You don't actually want me to make it, do you?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You look like a civil war.
Do I?
Okay. All right.
I'll take it. I lost this.
Well, it's a great achievement. I'm very honored.
But I got to take this call.
Call you right back. Hello?
You ready? Okay.
Hello? I don't think he even knows he called me.